We finally made it. Hey, Corinne. Hey, 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 hey. I'm trying to get my setup right. Let's see if this is gonna work. Hey, Maite. Okay, I don't really know how this is gonna stand, but hi everyone. I see y'all coming in here, y'all petty mofos. I'm trying to get y'all know I still don't got a tripod, so we making this work. Oh, child. How is this gonna work? Lord, hold on 1 second. Hi everyone. Hi boo. Cheerleading queens. Maria, you changed your name? I see a lot of new. Oh Jesus! I see a lot of new names in here. Hey Vanessa, of course I remember you. What y'all mean? I remember all my army members. Okay, I'm sorry. Let's see how long this gonna go without charging. Then I'll have to figure something else out. Let me close my closet, cause. Hi y'all. What's poppin'? What's up, Army? What's poppin' with it? Y'all been looking. I heard y'all was looking for me. Here I go. I heard y'all was looking for me. Hi y'all. Oh, you started your channel? Is that Nikki? Is that Nick? That look like Nick. Vanessa, I've been out of commission too, so don't even worry about it. Caroline. Oh, okay. Well, congrats on starting your channel. How is everyone doing, y'all? Let's do this. Ooh, I'm ashy. Why didn't y'all tell me I'm ashy? Well, welcome, everyone. It's been a minute. But I've been getting a lot of comments from y'all asking me where the live streams are at. I've heard you. I've heard you, y'all, and I've been working on it, trying to get on here every week, but I am so busy. But that's beside the point. You already know who it is. It's your girl, Abby, also known as the black girl who watches The Bachelor and The Bachelorette. We are watching the Men Tell All tonight. So if you haven't already, please like this video, subscribe, because it just continues to encourage me to keep going. Honestly, I have a crazy busy schedule, but I always, every Monday, think of y'all. I've been so behind on this season. Like, it's not just like not live streaming. I've been trying to catch up on episodes, which is so not like me. So y'all know it's been a crazy couple of weeks. So yeah, welcome to the live stream. I hope everyone is doing well. See, I didn't even touch on my face, nothing. I just day old makeup. What's up? What's up? So we're getting into the mental law. It is back. You already know what to do. On the next commercial, we will chat. But y'all better get these likes up, subscribe, and we're jumping into the mental law. So what's good? Show your girl some love that you missed me, okay? Okay. And let me know if you can hear and see and all of that. So yeah, let's get back into it.
Why are you doing this? This is not the same thing as me and Colton. I did not.
I am not saying this is the same.
But you're like, I need this.
I'm saying, how can you not understand where I'm coming from? I'm just trying to explain a few things.
I don't understand like why you need closure, because I have given you so many opportunities, and
This will be really easy if you just give me about 60 seconds to talk.
You've had more chances than anyone here, dude. Just go.
Why can't you just get this message, dude? Like, you know that you were leading with your emotions the other night. I know those last few minutes, that was not your character.
Why are you telling her who she is, bro?
And you totally didn't understand what I was trying to tell you the other night.
I'll let everybody know what you said the other night, because you literally asked me, did you have sex? If you've had sex with anybody here, and
You're such a joke, bro.
because if you've had sex with somebody here, gone into a fantasy suite with somebody here, then I would remove myself from here and go home. But I know you wouldn't do
I
that.
didn't say that
Yeah,
word for word.
You absolutely did.
I don't want to be misunderstood, and that be the reason why I leave. Because I know deep down, after everything you told me throughout this whole process, I still know for a fact that you still have feelings for me.
I did have feelings for you way longer than I wanted to, and listened to everybody say things and explored my heart and tried to figure it out. But I've been praying for clarity and praying for it. In the moment that you started talking and what you were saying, you were judging. The way that you talk is not the way that I talk about things.
I 100% was misunderstood, and I know for a fact that you didn't understand what I was trying to tell you. And never have I ever condemned or judged you. Ever. And never will I ever. So please don't put those words in my mouth.
There's nothing to really talk about. The Lord has allowed that soul tie, weird spiritual thing that I had with you to completely be gone. I haven't cried. I have been like, what the crap happened the other night? There has not been one part of me that has had any regret from what I've done. So no, you don't know how I feel.
So, Hannah,
Yeah.
what do you want? This is all up to you.
I have been very clear about every decision I've made thus far, and I was clear the other night. So I don't want him to be here.
Okay.
Can you seriously look me in the eyes and tell me that you have complete clarity and that you have no feelings for me any longer?
I can.
Okay, that's all I need to hear.
I'll excuse myself.
What the? Dude,
Dude, he's such a clown.
What?
It's like,
what a freaking...
She sent him home like he just won't leave.
Hate that guy.
you all right?
Yeah.
Oh, what a joke. Well, the clarity you were looking for, now you have even more of it.
Yeah.
He is fully convinced, or was, that you are his wife, that you are the one, and that nobody knows the depths of your relationship. He has a ring in his pocket right now. He was ready to propose to you. I know, I'm not joking. The Luke P shows over that was.
Oh my God.
I've been waiting for this, and I'm just glad that she could finally see it. I've never been so stoked to see someone leave. She hears me. That just means she hears me.
Oh, whatever.
And I think this is going to allow Hannah to really hone in on what's good for her future now. And now she can go in with an open heart and open mind and really choose one of the men that is good for her future.
Dude,
Oh my God.
finally. I'm so proud of Hannah for just finally just seeing it, what we've seen this entire time, and just standing up for herself and sending him home. It was so badass though when she took that rose stand and moved it forward and like wanted him to get the hell out. Absolutely. Luke's show is so over, and we still have a rose ceremony to go through, but it's a good day.
Oh my God.
The puke show is over.
Y'all are obsessed. I'm sorry.
She still doesn't understand.
Coming up,
If I could go back, I wouldn't change a thing.
the men tell all continues. Nothing. When Luke takes the hot seat.
I don't get to see her straddle or mouth or swap saliva with those other guys. Yeah, I felt like I was on a rescue mission for Hannah.
And then
You are narcissistic, cantankerous,
misogynist, your future wife is going to be a prisoner of you.
And later,
I'm so over being slut-shamed.
she's had plenty to say about Luke all season.
Did I sit around being like, who am I going to have sex with in the fantasy suites? No, I didn't.
She's not finished yet.
That wasn't something planned, and it wasn't your business to ever ask me.
First day, stop.
Ooh, okay, we're gonna do it real slow. What's poppin'? What's poppin'? Ooh, ooh, ooh. What's poppin'? What's poppin'? Hey, 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 hey. Let me get in front of y'all because it's been way too fucking long up in this motherfucking show. Okay, Army and Chill is back. What's good? Who missed me? Who missed me? What's good? What's good, Army? I see all of you. You guys are trickling in. Thank you for coming through. Happy Monday. Happy Men Tell All Monday. We are winding down in the season. I think next week is actually our last episode. Oh, child, this went quick. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Someone said a goddess. Don't I look a little preppy in this? I know, you guys, I was trying so hard to get week 9, week 8, and every time I could not make it home because y'all know I'm on West Coast time, so I have to be home for you. So it's incredibly difficult. Hi, Tracy Ann. Thank you. Hi. Man, there's so much to get into, y'all. We have so much to get into from Luke, but I'm sure we're gonna get a lot to get into with, them grilling him. Then we're gonna see we're not gonna see Tyler or Peter or Jed, but we'll probably see Mike. We're gonna see most of the dudes. So I'm excited to pick apart what's going on because crazy. Nuts. Yes. So welcome, everyone. If you do not know me by now, my name is Abby, also known as the Black Girl who watches The Bachelor and The Bachelorette. Tonight we are watching the Men Tell All together. I'm back. I'm back to do the Army and Chill. What's good? We watch the show, and on commercial breaks we chat. Y'all know how this goes. I see a lot of my Army members in here, so if you subscribe, if you like, and you support, you are officially part of my army, ABIE Army. Hashtag it. Make sure if you're on Twitter and Instagram, use my hashtag BGWWTB. Y'all know what's good. Y'all know how this goes. Support the kid, so I can continue to do these. That's it, and that's all I ask. So yes, these likes are still petty. It's crazy to me that like 20 something likes to 100 something people. What's good? What's good? And also, if you do not know, I do have a function called Super Chat, which allows you to basically send money to support the channel, and it'll pin your comment so I can definitely see your comment. So yeah, if you would like to support the channel, it is greatly appreciated with Super Chat. And we've had a few people, Minx in particular, who have supported, so thank you for that. It definitely helps. Yeah, YouTube is hard, it's a grind, and I appreciate the support. So yeah, what y'all been up to? What y'all thinking about this mental? They're definitely gonna come for what's his face, Luke. I just hope it don't take all damn day, honey. Child, I'm over it. I'm always over them going after the villain every single mental. It's like, we get it. Jeez. But they gonna get into Luke's ass. He really showed his ass on his way out. He really showed his ass on the way out. Y'all, the scene that they just showed was her basically kicking him out and him trying to like manipulate her into keeping him. It was pathetic. It was crazy to me that he even tried that nonsense and that he even thought that he was gonna propose to her. Something is wrong. But I will say this, with Luke, I see a passion and a fervor and a heat that I do not see with any of the other men. I've said this before on some other past live streams, and I will say it again. With him being gone and all these guys cheering, woo, so glad to see him gone. I get it, he was toxic, but I'm gonna need those guys that was cheering, being all buddy buddy, to keep that same energy for Hannah. And I have not seen that from these dudes. They're a little too bro-ish, and they're not going after our good sis Hannah. So I have a problem with that. I'll get into that a little bit more, but they are back. These likes are paid. If you have not liked this video, like this video. Y'all want to keep seeing these lives? You need to support. So like the video, subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll chat on the next commercial, okay? Okay, let's see.
Tonight with Luke. Luke, come on out.
Come on.
Come on in.
What is this movie?
How are you doing? Because even just this here is very different, very weird. People aren't sure to applaud. They're not sure how to feel.
Right.
So how are you feeling?
So where do I begin?
Well, it's something we've never seen on the show, ever. Someone coming back like that into the rose ceremony. I think everybody's still trying to process what we just witnessed. What were you hoping for?
I said it, clarity or closure. I wanted one or the other. And I really felt like Hannah was making a huge mistake. And she didn't even give me a chance to speak my heart. And if she would have given me that opportunity, I wouldn't have gone back. I just wanted clarity and, like I said, closure. And I just felt like the reason she sent me home was because she thought I was judging her, which, I mean, you saw. I went back because I was fighting for her.
I think what people will say is, don't you think that ship had sailed? And she did give you that time. And when you said what you said the night of what was going to be the fantasy suite about, if you have sex with somebody else or enjoy the fantasy suite, I am recusing myself. I'm stepping out of this. And things really melted down between you. You had your say, it just went poorly, and you wanted another say, right?
Let me just clarify so everyone can understand. I had explained what I wanted in marriage for me. Talked about abstaining from sex before marriage. Because I'd be a fool to assume and just continue this thinking that we're on the same page. And I asked her, I said, so have you, or do you plan on being sexually intimate in the other relationships in the fantasy suites? And that is when she turned for me and felt like I could tell she felt like I was judging, which I was simply asking a question for clarity for myself. And she asked me, and then I quote, she said, well, I'm not saying that I have had sex or that I haven't, but let's say I have, how would that change how you feel? And I told her, to be honest, I don't know what I would say. It's what I told her. And I said, I'd want to approach you, talk to you about it, talk to you through it. And then I said right after that, but my initial reaction would be, I'd want to remove myself from the relationship and go home. And that was only because it's a decision for myself. And I just want everyone to be clear that my actions are because I got completely blindsided. And when I say I was blindsided, I mean kind of how she was handling the whole conversation. I just didn't expect her reaction. The fact that she's dating these multiple guys and they're supposed to be individual relationships, I'm still looking at it not as an unorthodox dating situation. I'm still looking at it how I would date anyone. And I don't get to see anything that happens with Hannah on the other dates. I don't get to see her straddle or mount or swap saliva with those other guys. That's not easy. And I just, I wouldn't want someone that I'm literally getting fitted for a suit to propose in. And I'm finding out that the night before my one-on-one time with her, she's having sex. And that's not something I wanted in a future wife.
Well, and by the way, respect that, if that's your choice. And in this particular case, Hannah did make that choice, and that doesn't jive with you. I'm a little bit surprised you didn't just walk away.
trying to think of how to put this so it's clear to you.
Yeah.
You know, I made a mistake. I made Hannah out to be this perfect woman, perfect wife for me, with all the qualities that I wanted in my future wife. And,
Oh no.
you know, she said it herself. She had a love at first sight moment with me, and she knew that I was the one from the beginning. It's something she'd shared with me. It wasn't the fact that she had sex that would just make me completely want to just leave her. Again, I went in there like going back to the rose ceremony because I felt like she was making a mistake. And I really thought, no matter what, like, this is the one for me. I've never felt anything like this. These feelings are real. And I know they're real for her. And that's why you see me say things like, you know, she's never told me she loves me, but I believe that she does.
Well, I will corroborate the fact that you were a front runner, and she did say that about love at first sight, and you guys definitely had a special relationship, or it wouldn't have even gone as long as it did.
That's for sure.
But it was also extremely contentious, and it really was. It all kind of came back to the faith, which is a debate that we really have not had at this depth on this show.
Right.
Your faith and her faith and how you guys apply that to your lives
Right.
is very different. And it caused a catastrophic event in your relationship.
I mean, I would agree with that.
What do you think right now?
I'm thinking of how to explain everything that you just mentioned, just so it can be clear. It's a tough one.
This volume's funny.
Sorry, I'm getting choked up over here just thinking about it. The feelings were real. I told her that I loved her. Love is a commitment. I was ready to fight through anything with her. That's why I went back for her. I told her I was willing to fight through anything with her, and it didn't matter. And that's why I went back. It was frustrating, you know, being misunderstood. She totally thought I was judging her. And yeah, I was shocked. I'd say shocked was definitely the first emotion. And yeah, I was very confused. You know, Hannah brought up me with pride. And yes, I did have a lot of pride, and I was very arrogant on this show.
And she called you a narcissist.
Yes, exactly. And that's something that I struggled with heavily on the show. And that is something that, you know, I'm working on right now.
So do you feel like she was right in that respect?
That's a tough question because again, I admit for being prideful and arrogant, but I think a narcissist is pushing it a little far because relationships are a two-way street.
Yeah. Were you in love with her?
Most definitely.
Are you still in love with Hannah?
Yeah.
My feelings for Hannah haven't changed. I still love her. I still want what's best for her. And I boldly say that. But I also boldly say that I know that she's not my person.
Looking back, do you feel like you made any mistakes?
If I could go back, I wouldn't change a thing.
He had to adjust in his seat.
All right, want to stop right there, Luke? Sit tight. More with Luke P when we come back.
Okay, let me tell y'all something. Now, every time I talk about Luke on here, I feel like I get a lot of people who are like, Abie, no, no, he's crazy, he's a psycho, da 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 da. Let me tell you something about Luke that I will ride for, but for a lot of these dudes. Thank you, big brother. Thank you so much. Luke, he is idealistic, he is manipulative, he is boneheaded. But one thing I do believe is that he's in love with Hannah. I do believe he is the only person on this cast, who truly loves Hannah. I like a lot of these dudes. Hey, Shauna, I do. I like a lot of these dudes. I pretty much like the entire cast, but I have not seen true, like, I will leave this show if you're not picking me heartbroken from any of them besides him. Genuinely, the way they're so excited for each other when they get a rose, to an extent, that brotherhood should be there. But for the guy who truly loves her, they're not excited, ecstatic when one of their bros gets a rose. That's not somebody who's going to be your husband who's that happy. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's not how it works. Not with real emotions and love. Personally. Personally, I think all of them are cool dating her. It's fun, it's cute, it's fun. If they get picked, they're gonna see where it goes. I think he was the only person who was genuinely like, I will propose to you. I will, and he has all that. I'm not negating anything about his personality. That's not what I'm touching on. I'm touching on the genuineness of who he is, and if he really cares about Hannah. He is the only person, in my opinion, who has those genuine feelings for Hannah. Everybody else likes her. She's fun. I love me some Tyler. I think he's the finest one. I think he's a good guy, but I don't think he's in love with her. I think he says the right thing. He's in the right place. He looks the right way. And he's going to get love regardless. Do I think he's deep down, drop dead in love with her? I don't. Peter, he's a cute guy, baby face. Not going to work long term. There won't be a spark long term. That's just facts. Who else? Jed can't sing worth a damn, playing everybody like a fiddle. What's he gonna do? Be her husband next? Who else is left? So this is the first season. Well, not technically, but this is one of the first seasons that I'm genuinely worried about the outcome, and also where I'm like, the crazy man is the one who I think had the most feelings for you, and I think she knows that too. I think she knows that too. I think it took her a long time to get to this point where she was gonna, where he said all this and she sent him home. I think she's been struggling for a while, wanted to send him home, but couldn't find the nerve, and finally got the nerve of what he said in this situation, and also after having relations with one of these dudes. So I think after she did the fantasy suite and got called out on it, she was like, oh, I got a dude. Whoever I hooked up with is my dude. So bye, Luke. Notice it took her a while to get to that place. He said very similar things, then crazier things than this, and he still didn't get kicked out. So I think after she hooked up with whoever in the windmill, after he pressed her, she was like, I hooked up with him. It was bomb. I like him. He's going to be my dude. So I'm over you. Like, she needed that extra push. But genuinely, I don't see it. I don't. And I can't, I gotta keep it real. I do think it's always hard for me when they extra go hard on the villain, because it's like everybody against one person. I don't really mess with that. I don't think it's cool. I don't think it's cool how the entire audience was quiet when he came out. There's just a lot of things. So y'all, I just spewed a lot of my opinions, but they are back next commercial. I'm gonna read your comments. All right, look at this peanut gallery.
Where I'm coming from, we're going over there? All right. Obviously, if I could go back, I would change a whole lot. But I'm just thankful that it played out the way it did. And I'm thankful for the opportunity to learn and grow as a man from it all. That's what I mean. That you're talking about me and the guys or just me and Hannah?
You know what? It could start with the guys because maybe that was part of it. So just where you think things went wrong for you and where you made mistakes.
I think the turning point with the guys really was Rhode Island. Being there in a situation where, I straight up bold-faced lie to Lucas. And I did have the whole sideline conflict with Lucas. We'll leave it at that, not get into details. But, it's tough when the house is in a position where they think you're crazy, you're a psychopath, and you're a liar. I watched the season. I didn't like that Luke P guy, and I don't blame him for that. But one of the hardest things in this whole process for me was, on camera, off camera, being neglected, being disrespected, having, been jabbed, so to speak, and come at by all the guys constantly. And then talk about what was really hard, it's harder than that, was the woman that I really thought was the woman of my dreams was struggling of confiding in me. And she was really questioning my integrity and my character the whole process. That was the hardest thing. The guys was one thing, but it was like two-headed dragon, and it was not easy. From day one coming here, I felt like I was on a rescue mission for him. That's how I like to look at it. I really felt like I was something that was going to be good for her and a future husband.
So when you say rescue her, to me that means in your mind she needed to be saved.
Okay, let me back up.
Here you go.
I don't want to be misconstrued here. Sorry. When I say rescue mission, I just meant from them. I'm talking about me thinking that these guys, regardless if we're talking about being there for the right reasons or if there's something that's good for her in the future, that's what I'm talking about when I say rescue mission.
What the heck?
Man, I just got to call out when I see it. And I think that ultimately,
Devin.
I'm going to sit down right here because I just have to say my piece.
This is Devin, everybody.
I've been backstage watching this, and honestly, man, my blood has been boiling. Luke, there are two types of men. There are men that want an independent, strong woman, and there are men that want a woman that they can control. I feel right now that you are the man that wants to control a woman so that you can feel better about yourself. And I'm sorry, but that's not a man. That's not a man. And what blows my mind is you're saying that you're on a rescue mission, but it seems that the only person that needed rescuing was Hannah from you. Ultimately, I mean, I understand being young, and it takes time to become like a man to make mistakes. But dude, you had a very long time of mistakes, so I'm sorry, Chris.
No. I'm going to put a pin in this. I appreciate you coming out.
Yeah.
I appreciate you coming out.
I don't even get to share.
Well, I'm going to send him off. I want to finish up with you, and then because we are going to bring all the guys out. Just thanks, Devin. I appreciate it. I just want to finish up. But first, I'll let you rebut to what he was saying. Is that something you thought about? Is that the type of woman you want? Is someone you can kind of put on the shelf in a glass case and pull down when you need?
Is he the Bachelor? I don't understand. This is ridiculous.
Just give me a second, Chris. Okay?
This guy is running this show. Do you know how many seconds ABC is paying for this? Do you know how expensive this dead air is? This is so funny.
The last thing that I want, and the last thing I'll ever do, is control a woman. And I do want an independent woman in my life, for my future wife. I want a woman that will make decisions for herself, and that won't need me when I'm there. Although a man is supposed to lead and guide a woman in the relationship. Now, for you guys watching me backstage, you contestants, I'm not here to argue.
The shade.
I'm not here to argue and defend myself. So whoever's next to come out, lay it on me.
Well, all the guys are about to come out.
This is ridiculous.
So,
Can you imagine?
are you ready for that?
I'm ready.
This has been another fascinating chapter. So, thanks for being here. When we come back, the men are going to join us here on stage. That's all coming up when we come back on the Men Tell All.
All right, Army. I got a lot to get off my chest. I feel like that's why y'all tune in for my unpopular ass opinions. Is he the Bachelor? Is he the Bachelor? Because this is why I say, you know, Devin, yeah, what he said was, yeah, woo, go Devin, woo, you're right on point. You look like an extra. You look like an extra. The next couple of guys, you're all extras in the Luke P show. Like, have you ever seen an entire cast member, not lead, cast member sit there and dictate how the show is going to go? Have you seen it? Because that is what he's doing with his power that he holds. And this is why when you're so mad at somebody, you got to redirect that energy, because this guy is dictating how this entire Men Tell All is going. I've never seen them open a Men Tell All with one person as the center and have the cast backstage. If I was another castmate, I would have been like, what is our purpose here? What is the purpose? Because here you are as a background. You're literally background to Luke P. Literally. Oh, my feelings on Luke P. I don't care. I truly believe Luke has a lot of things to work through. Luke has a lot of tendencies that are toxic. I truly believe that. They're obvious. He's proven that. He said a lot of problematic things. I would not date this man. However, I will stand by what I feel 100%. This dude, he feels how he feels. And a lot of these cast members feel how they feel and lie about it. Let's start there. A lot of these cast members are not who they're portrayed or how they are portrayed. Luke is one of the only, I guess you could call, I'm not going to say brave, but he shows his ass and you get to see who he is. That's why I always prefer cast members like him, because we know exactly who they are. There are cast members on there who pretend. They pretend. They act like the good guy. They act like they're there for the lead. They're not. They're there to be a, celebrity, promote their music. CC Jed, a lot of these dudes be finessing, trust and believe. All of these dudes who are acting fake woke, it's fake woke. They could not give a damn. They want to look good in the graces of America, and that's the true tea. So when I see people who are genuinely like saying really problematic things and having really crazy opinions, I'm gonna say, you know what? Thank you for showing me who you really are. Thank you for being authentic. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to choose not to fuck with you. Don't come on here and act like the good guy, act like the guy who's pro women's rights, act like the feminist, and then in real life, you're not about that life. In real life, you're exactly opposite of what you portray. I would rather a Luke, personally, I would rather a Luke who tells me who they are so I can choose not to fuck with them. I don't want you to come on here acting fake woke, acting like you love me, and be a Jed in disguise, personally. So that is where I stand with him. I don't think it's completely fair to have him, I think they're making it out to be his show. By design, they already did that, the show. But for good reason, he's getting a lot of flack. But I do think that in some ways, he's being more authentic than a lot of these dudes. And I'm going to take that over a lot of people. And that's it. That's on period. That's what I got to say about the Luke situation. I don't care. I'm gonna defend him slightly. I'm gonna have his back slightly. And that's that. Yeah, honestly. I know it's an opinion that a lot of people don't want to take, but that's what I do, and I'm gonna continue to do it. I'm gonna say my piece, and that's that. Argue with your mama. I'm just kidding. But yeah, y'all, if you do not know me by now, my name is Abby, also known as the black girl who watches The Bachelorette. You're tuned into my Men Tell All live stream. We getting into the show. I'm really giving y'all how I feel. I'm really giving y'all how I feel. I'm giving you the true tea, okay? So please, there's a lot of y'all in here. Hi, newbies, if you haven't already. Like, subscribe, and join the Abby Army, okay? Okay, and I'll be shouting out new subscribers on the next commercial break. These likes is still petty. There's over 200 people. Like the video if you want to see more of this. Like the video. Like the video if you're on your phone. Like the video if you're on your laptop. Minimize. Like the video if you're on your TV. Grab your phone or your tablet. Like the video. I see those few likes coming in. And if you don't know what super chat is, I do have super chat enabled. It allows you to send money or whatever, little, more, big, whatever, to support my channel. So if you would like to do that, your comment gets pinned. And yeah, I appreciate the support. So let's get back into this.
A lot to unpack and get to tonight. Obviously, we're going to start with the elephant in the room, the man sitting next to me, and Luke. Luke and I have been out here talking. I think you guys heard a lot of it. Luke, before I go to the guys, people watching, and even myself, sometimes I was like, just fall on the sword, just fix it with the guys. Like, just start fresh, let's make it better. You guys couldn't do that. Like, you could never get past that. It just got worse and worse. Why?
For the first few weeks, you could tell with my actions that I had it in the bag. I really thought that at some point, Hannah was going to be like, all right, send the guys home, call the show, it's Luke P. I did have a target on my back of being, front runner, getting the first impression rose. How is that not going to tick you off? In my shoes, it was like anything I said, anything I did, any apology, nothing was going to work. And I did and tried my best to do all of the above.
You said that for whatever reason you have a target on your back. We didn't place that target on you. You put that target on yourself. I feel like we gave him a clear slate, just like we each gave each other a clear slate. He just went completely out of his lane, shall I say. But then you continue to do stupid crap.
Yeah.
I feel that Luke hasn't learned a thing whatsoever. I think that you are a narcissistic, a cantankerous, a misogynist. I think that your future wife is going to be a prisoner of you if you don't learn how to change. We were coming from a position of care and wanted to say, hey, there might be some things you want to change up. You never did, and you still haven't shown that you have changed tonight.
That man is fine. Whew.
First off, I want to give you the only compliment of the night that you're going to get and just say that I do respect you being here because you're about to step into a firestorm. But secondly, every single week, there's a different event, different situation that you had to apologize for. And honestly, it is one of those things that actions speak louder than words. And we were waiting for your actions to change, but nothing ever changed in what you did. And so, honestly, I wish I'd said, you're a liar, manipulator, you're controlling, and you honestly are a psychopath. And I think everything you're about to hear tonight, you deserve.
Well,
I know you guys were watching backstage when I was talking to Chris, and man, it hurt me to watch that season. And to watch myself. And I did make it about me. And there's a lot of situations that I acted out of my own character, and I was extremely prideful. I bold-faced lied to some of you guys. I was extremely immature. And I realized those things.
So then why wouldn't you change anything?
And I hope that you guys can support me as I work on these things.
Stop changing your story.
And forgive me.
I completely do not accept your apologies that you just gave, because 15 minutes ago when we were backstage, Chris asked you a very respectful question, would you change anything? You said no. So why the hell would any of us forgive you?
you're apologizing. Well, a 5-year-old who gets caught with their hand in the cookie jar is going to say, I'm sorry. You always apologize after the fact, and you don't take accountability for it. Just the way you reacted to her decision, it bothered all of us to see the way that you reacted to that and tried to tell her what she could and couldn't do, essentially. It's just like, it's her decision, man. Like, this is not up to you. This is not about Luke P. This is about him.
Oh, I see what they're doing.
What you owe a big apology to is it Peter, Jed, and Tyler.
Yeah.
For your actions, the way you handled that last roast ceremony, it was just so out of your character.
Can I ask you what was out of my character?
Luke, when someone says no, it means no. Like, you're not here. Like, do you guys agree?
That's an excellent point.
I'm just saying, dude, it's like she took the friggin' rose stand and walked around you and put it out here, and you said, well, I need some clarity. What clarity else do you need?
It's 2019, man. Like, you gotta wake up. I want you to mature. And you can't talk to a woman like that. Simple as that.
Luke, we didn't have any immediate drama, you and I, but I, for one, am thankful for you because you're making me look like a freaking saint.
No means no, and go means go.
Did you ever apologize to him, by the way, for that? Luke Parker, did you apologize to him for body slamming him?
He did apologize to me.
Who guessed? Did I apologize to you?
Sure did, but then the next night you went ahead and we went and told the group, I'm going to go tell Hannah you're here for the right reasons, and then did the exact opposite.
Right. Looking back,
Well, why did you do that?
I
Oh, God. It's a very simple question. Why did you do that?
Answer.
If I can just say, for sure, Luke messed up. Luke made a lot of bad decisions, whether it was related to us, related to Hannah, whatever it was. But at the same time, I mean, even watching the episodes that I wasn't a part of after Rhode Island, you could see the stress and pain on Luke's face about being socially isolated from the group. And I'm sure watching these episodes and being humiliated on TV was not easy. And to me, it feels like he's already gotten the punishment for his actions.
Thank you, sane person.
I'll ask this question. When you watch the show back, because you clearly stated that you weren't judging her and that was misconstrued.
yes.
And I'm just curious because neither one of you were there as a virgin.
Yes.
Like, you've had sex, and so has she. So why was that such a sticking point then? Is there hypocrisy there?
Not at all. Think about what you're asking. Hannah and I both had conversations about faith throughout the whole process. And there is something called, I mean, there's many ways you can put it however you want. Some people say secondary virgin. Some say
Born again.
however you want to put it. I was asking questions through conversation to make sure that I'm on the same page. And after I had asked, have you or have you not been sexually intimate in these relationships? And I was explaining to Hannah that my initial reaction would be to want to remove myself from the relationship. And that's because that's me making a decision for myself.
You and I connected on our, shared faith. But after I left, and the way that you talked and the way that you walked was not Christian-like. We all have our faiths. We all go about it our own way. But I think to project that faith onto someone else isn't the right way to do it.
I'll give you the final word of anything you want to say.
He's a bastard.
It hurts me to hear that some of you don't accept my apology. And I want you to know that I'm sincerely sorry
you got
about
a
how
tan, you look
it played
fucking-
out. And I really hope that you guys can forgive me.
Well, again, thank you for being here. It couldn't have been easy to come sit in the hot seat and take all of this tonight. And then a little bit later, I'm sure there's going to be more because you're going to see Hannah for the first time. All these guys are going to see Hannah. So thank you for being here. When we come back, Hannah will be here. What will she have to say to the men she sent home? And later, you know them, you love them. We got bloopers. All that and more when we come back.
I'll be damned. I will be damned, y'all. I can't believe I didn't see this before. Child. ABC is trying some funny business. Oh, trust me, they're trying it. Oh, trust me. Y'all think that... They're testing him for Bachelor. They are testing bum-ass, crazy-ass Luke for Bachelor. Trust and believe. That sounds crazy. It sounds nuts. But I truly believe they're testing him. He had an entire segment where all the guys got to go at him. He's having this come to fruition feeling of, oh my God, I did all this wrong and I'm still in a place where I'm trying to figure it out. And he's basically accepting all of his wrongs. I could see them trying to spin this into a batch. I promise you, he has a lot of clout around him right now. As much as he's not liked. Y'all know they like to do bachelors that we don't ask for. The past 3 bachelors, we did not ask for them. We didn't. So really look at the history and think about it. We didn't ask for Colton. Who was before Colton? Ari. We sure as hell didn't ask for Ari. Ari was pulled out of the eons ago. I didn't even know who that was. We didn't ask for Ari. Who else? Who was before him? Nick? Nick we liked, but we didn't ask for him. You see what I'm saying? So signs point to they like to shake things up with The Bachelor. They like to make us upset and force us into watching the season. So I could see them trying it. I promise you, it sounds crazy to make a villain The Bachelor, but crazier has happened in this franchise. I'm just saying, remember I said that. All right, guys. Oh my gosh, y'all are saying a lot. Hello, everybody. If you have not already, hit that like button. These likes are still petty. These likes are very petty, y'all. What's going on? We have almost 300 people. Hi, everyone. If you are new here, please hit that subscribe button so you can officially be a part of the ABIE Army. That is the pettiest motherfuckers in the Bachelor and Bachelorette land. We hold no bars. Tonight, I'm more in my getting into my opinions bag. I'm just giving y'all all the thoughts I've had this season. You know, the funny and all of that. I'm just giving it to you as I watch, okay? So if you enjoyed this, make sure you like the video and subscribe. Who are some new subscribers? And before we get into these comments, what's some new subscribers out? I want to shout y'all out right now. What's goody? What's goody? Happy Monday, y'all. Oh, I see a lot of y'all opinions. I wish Blake was Bachelor. Get out of paradise, Blake. You can verbally bully someone if they can't mentally grasp what's being said, Tifa says. True. Corinne says that would be dumb. I know it would be. But ABC love to piss us off. They do. So I'm not putting anything past them. I started to see what they're up to. I just see little sneaky moves. Just remember I said that, y'all. Just I said that. It sounds crazy, but they do crazy. And he's not going to get anything through his head. I'm excited to see Hannah, me too, and Nick, and Ari. Yep. Nobody in the group is Bachelor material, Sarah Kelly said. No one, Sarah? Does anyone in this chat not like Hannah? I love her. I love her too. That's our good sis. Ooh, they showing a paradise. Ooh, child. Nowadays, women has more money than the guy, so independent and kind of need a man because that gave it. Oh, my friends was like the guy nowadays inside us to eat out and we have to pay our food. Huh. Huh. I see a lot of Mike for Bachelor. Is that where we going? I'm telling y'all, keep your eyes open, okay? Eyes, ears, everything. They playing us. I swear I smell it. I smell some shit. All right, y'all, they are back. Any new subscribers, put it in the comments. These likes. Hello? What's up? What's up? What are we doing? What's up? All my subscribers, have y'all hit the like button? Have you subscribed? So what's up? What's going on? Hi, Alicia. Thank you so much. What's up with these likes? I don't understand. There's almost 250. Y'all playing with the petty one? You playing with the petty one? There's 2 more episodes next week. Hi, Battlefield. Thank you for subscribing. We got John Paul Jones up next.
I don't know in the history of the show if anyone's had a better time. Every day.
I mean, when you get to take off work and, when everything's paid for, and Hannah's a great girl, and it's kind of hard to, not have a good time.
You had an amazing run on the show. However brief, it was a great ride. I'm not sure if you remember any of it, so let's take a look.
Hi.
Hello. It's so nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you.
Hi. So, my name is John Paul Jones. My friends call me John Paul Jones.
Okay.
So you can call me John Paul Jones.
John Paul Jones. That's it. Yeah. Well,
So I'll
it's
see you
nice to meet
inside.
you, John Paul
Yeah.
Jones. Say John Paul Jones 3 times fast. John Paul Jones. John Paul Jones. John Paul Jones. Got it.
John Paul Jones.
I think Hannah's looking for a guy that can be himself, no matter how awkward or strange the circumstances may be. Today, that guy could be me.
John Paul Jones is a talent in and of himself. He is definitely making me smile.
I wanted to let you cut a piece of my hair.
All right, stay still.
Man, I'm holding my breath. Okay. All right. Oh, man. I definitely put myself out there. I mean, I didn't sign up to, wuss out of anything.
Now we would like you to experience this labor simulator. You gotta look at me.
Oh, yeah. Let's go, man. Shut it back. It's a little cringeworthy, but, regardless, I'm just grateful for the experience. Wouldn't have been easy to have grown out if you guys weren't so easy to get along with. So, all the attention, that I've gotten is, attributed to you guys. So thank you. Appreciate it.
What has life been like for you since the show started airing?
Shortly after my sort of experience, things kind of normalized. But when I go to the airport and the gas station, I'll hear John Paul Jones, pretty frequently. So I appreciate the good vibes. Thank you all so much. It's been interesting for sure.
I love you, John Paul Jones.
What's that?
Oh, I appreciate it.
I love that she is a
Down there?
It's just my time.
What's your name?
I'm Sivana.
Oh, wow.
Hi, Stefan. I love the shirt, by the way. Nice to meet you. Thanks so much.
nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I'm
Hi.
slightly frightened. You have scissors.
I do. I just wanted to say I thought it was the cutest thing ever when you had Hannah cut a piece of your hair off. So, can I please cut a
Go
piece
for
of
it.
your
Sure.
hair off?
Why not? Yeah.
Be gentle.
I'll be really gentle.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
I'll do it from the back.
She says, I want to wear your skin as a suit. We're running.
Okay, don't move.
Okay.
All right.
So great. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for the support. I appreciate it. You're too kind. I don't deserve it.
What kind of nonsense?
Is that like normal life for you now? People coming up, cutting your hair? And...
No, I mean, people comment on that a lot, and I don't really have much to say towards it. It was sort of my way of sort of opening up to Hannah.
And just a little advice as your friend.
Yeah.
Unless you want to be bald, you may want to turn some people down now that want to cut your hair. If you keep saying yes.
Yeah, no, I get it. It's funny.
Speaking of fun, we're going to see you down in Mexico.
I will take my Speedo south of the border.
It's going to be a good time.
Should be, yeah.
You up for some margaritas and nuggets?
Yeah, absolutely.
I've never met a man that has such gusto and love for chicken nuggets.
How could you not, right?
In honor of JPJ,
Here
I'm
come
bringing out
McDonald's.
nuggets for everybody tonight.
Of course.
Chicken nuggets for everybody.
All right.
Is this a McDonald's sponsor?
Thanks, Paulie. There we go.
There we go. Thanks for everything,
Cheers,
man.
brother.
I
Cheers.
appreciate it.
Here's to paradise.
Yeah.
Those are good.
Wow, not bad. Nice and warm.
Jump on.
Hey,
Netherlands, and later, Hannah will be out here to chat with us about dating all of these men, the good, the bad, and the way, way worse. But first, this season, we've watched Hannah Beast break all the rules, and we've loved every minute of it. This fall, meet another kick-ass woman who does things her own way. Kobe Smulders plays Dex, a PI who will do whatever it takes to crack the case. This is Stumptown.
Are we good? Thank you. Alrighty, let's get into some of y'all's comments. The nugget bit was super funny. John Paul Jones is just a natural. He's so charismatic. And I'm very happy that he got his kind of love because he's just himself. And I think I underestimated that in my first impressions video. But he's just fun and down to earth and just a cool dude. So very goofy. So it's good to watch him get some love. So hey JPJ. LOL, not quite Halo Top though. I was expecting a McDonald's spot. I'm not gonna lie. Those kind of look like McDonald's nuggets, but they probably didn't cut that McDonald's check, so they was not getting any free promo. Okay. This is an ABC handpicked audience for their ratings. All the clapping on key, of course. And they have producers in the audience that direct when to clap and stuff like that. So if they want to make it seem like the audience was not into something, they'll say hold a pause. That's it. Now that's how you should be on the show. Fun. Yep. I loved it when he had the birth simulator on, right? Right, Jess? He was, oh my God, that was such a funny scene. And how he was like squeezing her arm off. I was like, you better let that arm go. The fuck? Damn straight they're testing Lou for Bachelor. Serious airtime, Minx Mink says. Is JPJ on Paradise? Yes, he is. They just announced that. Is this the last episode or is there another? There is, I believe, the finale on Monday of next week, and then they have the second part on Tuesday of next week. So similar to how they did the last Bachelor season. Lubna says Mike's a fake. Speak more on that, Lubna. So Jess says hit the like. Vanessa says I already like the girl. I got you. Thank you, Vanessa. Appreciate you, boo. Thank you to everyone who has supported and liked. Thank you. If you have not already and you don't know who I am, I don't know how at this point, but you already know who it is. It's your girl Abie, also known as the Black girl who watches The Bachelorette. I try to do these live streams and usually recaps, but y'all, life has been coming at me hella fast, so I'm really just holding on tight and just, making things work. So if you like this, support the recaps, support the live streams, like this video, subscribe. I do base doing new live streams on engagement. So for next week, if this is not looking right, it just is what it is. It's just not going to be worth all of the hassle it takes. So if you like it, support. Thanks. You think she's engaged? With the guys that are left, I don't see how. I'm concerned. I'm concerned. Mike is straight laced, Tifa says. Is that a bad thing? In my opinion, Connor S is the hottest. Connor is really adorable and he's understated. And I thought he would make it like to top 4. But you know, that's just how things go, right? Let's see. Do, 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 do. Oh, why is it? Okay. All my kids want to eat is chicken nuggets, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I can't let them. That would be tough to finesse. They better get some vegetables up in there, maybe some oatmeal or something, some fruit. No, Hannah's not giving out any roses tonight. She giving out the flowers. That's funny. I just ran across your live stream. Hi, Inspire Me Studio. Welcome. Welcome to the Abie Army. Have you subscribed? What's wrong with Tyler C? I'll get into Tyler C in a little bit. Thank you, Abie, for the live. Yeah, they tested Luke P, but I will not watch. Who do you think Hannah picks? I'll get into that next commercial. Abie, I love you. I love you back, big brother. Yes, yes, yes. They are back. So there, here comes Mike. So all y'all team Mike, what's goody? What's goody?
I love you too.
He
Look at you, man.
loves
You're
me.
throwing smoke today. I'm really appreciative. You think about that. While we take a look back at your time on the show.
He's so cute, though.
Hey,
And he got a little tear
how
right now.
are you?
I'm amazing. You look wonderful.
Thank you.
Hannah is absolutely gorgeous. She lived up to everything and all my expectations that I had of her, and more. I'm definitely 100% feeling Hannah, and I want this so bad. I have 3 queens back home. My younger sister, my mother, and my grandmother, and I can see you being my 4th and last queen. The way Hannah makes me feel is that I want more, and I need to show Hannah that I can be open to her. My ex, Leah, got pregnant, but we lost her child in the 2nd trimester, and I wasn't there for her at the time. Thank you. And it's just one thing that I could be a better man at. And quite honestly, you give me hope. You definitely do.
Mike is honest and real and can show a vulnerable side emotionally. It's so pretty. Mike always comes to me with a big smile and always brings the energy. I love it. You look so cute. We have a great time together being silly, and we also have a good time being intimate.
I can't stop smiling. Our bond is very unique and genuine. I can see us creating a life together. I can see myself getting down on one knee if I'm ever so lucky. I 100% can see her as my wife. Are you okay?
Okay.
Just your mindset.
I think I've just been thinking a lot since I've been here, and we've talked about your 3 ladies in your life. They're so amazing, and you're looking for your 4th lady, and I know that I'm not that 4th lady.
It's like her putting a dagger in my heart and tearing it out and then stepping on it. I know that I was opening my heart up to Hannah, and I know that she crushed me.
Is she crying?
What's up, bro?
I know you put on that brave face, but that's tough. That was tough to watch and tough to go through.
Yeah, it definitely was. I just don't know, man. During that nighttime portion of the date, I knew something was up as soon as I got out the elevator.
Yeah. You can tell. You just feel it.
Immediately. I mean, and I was taken back. It sucks when someone says that you deserve to be fiercely loved, as she told me, and she knows in her heart that she's not the one to give it to me.
But you were really starting to see this woman be a big part of your life, as you said, be that fourth pillar of all those strong, amazing women in your life. And you thought maybe this could be the other one.
Definitely so. I mean, I've brought one woman home in 10 years. I take this stuff incredibly serious. I felt that I could see myself getting down on one knee if it continued to progress the way it was.
I know that's not something you throw around lightly.
It would have been amazing for her to see and meet my mother, my sister, and my grandma. I grew up with all ladies, and I know I've learned so much. And I just wanted to give all the things I've learned to a woman so deserving as Hannah.
You're going to see her today. You thought about that? What it's going to feel like?
She said, Mike, you deserve to be fiercely loved. You're this great. You're that great. But, and I just want to know what that but was for me personally so that I continue to grow as a man.
So you'd like a little closure here tonight?
I do want closure. And I want to make sure that she is okay with what she's going through and to let her know that I still think she's fine as hell and she's independent.
I appreciate you coming down. It's good talking to you. You guys give it up to Big Mike. Before we move on, I have some exciting news for you, Bachelor Nation. We're about to launch an exciting new way to experience The Bachelor. It's called Bachelor Live on Stage, hosted by Ben Higgins. And it's coming to a city near you. If you've ever wondered what it's like to be on The Bachelor, then this is your chance. Tickets go on sale July 26th. Go to bachelorliveonstage.com for more information.
I can't believe that. Now they invite me.
When we come back, Hannah will join me right here on stage. And you know what happens when you uncage the beast? Actually, I don't. We'll find out. We'll be right back.
All right, two things for y'all. One, Mike is so fine. Mike, hey, what's up? He is he could ruin my life. He could definitely ruin my life. I'm not gonna lie. I swear he gets finer as I see him. Woo. Secondly, this Bachelor Live on Stage, my phone didn't ring. My phone didn't ring. ABC, what's good? What's good? What's good? I think Ben Higgins needs a co-host. Am I right? Am I right? But I don't know what that is. We got to check that out. Maybe it'd be cool. Who knows? What are y'all talking about in here? Did you, Mike, and Luke fooled around? What blueprints for headaches? What? Wilmina, they are better than Luke, and if you was raised around men like Luke, I feel sorry for you, Avalon says. What are you responding to, Avalon? I would kill to see you beside Ben. Oh my God. Thanks, Gerald. I'm telling y'all, my phone didn't ring. ABC, me and Ben together? That could be a little duo. I don't know what the show's about. I don't know what it entails, but I do know my Bachelor stuff. Okay, so ABC, what's up? What's up? What's up? Who's Ben? Ben Higgins. He was the Bachelor season 12. No, because we're in he was season 20. Tracy said, now that would be fun. Gigi says, Mike for Bachelor. Okay, let's talk about Mike. Now, Mike, he is well-spoken. He is classy. He is incredibly handsome. And he is someone who has strong opinions. He's not just gonna, be there and be a fixture. he's going to take the strong opinion. I do believe Mike is someone who has been very calculated, but not in the negative sense. I think he's someone that was very cognizant of the position he was going to have to play on this show. He is a black man on this predominantly white show. We can never negate that or forget about it. And he is someone who is representing himself quite well. So I do understand the position that he holds and what he came to do. I think he's doing it quite well, fine as hell. And I do think he is a major contender for Bachelor. And if he's not, that's shame on ABC. A lot of y'all in here are big fans of him. I can see why. He's fine. He is fine as hell, okay? And there's no other way to put it. And he's very classy. But yeah, we will have to see what decision ABC is going to make and if they're ready to take on their first Black Bachelor, which we shouldn't even be having that conversation, but yet we're still having that conversation. So, yeah, that's kind of how I feel about Mike. I think he's just very, he played this very well, and I know exactly what he's doing. He's playing the bro card. He's playing the voice of reason. He's playing the audience's perspective, and that always fares well on a show like this. He needs the audience bought in, and we are bought in. So I'm very happy for him. I'm happy for him and rooting for him. Thanks for streaming live. Sorry, but after hearing Mike tonight, I'm no longer a fan. By the way, I'm Black. Why aren't you a fan, Wilhelmina? Am I saying that right? I think it's Wilhelmina or Wilhelmina. Why aren't you a fan? Mike or Tyler, Rachel H says. That seems to be the popular consensus. Lisa Maddie said Mike for Bachelor. Tyler is popular but so young still, and his charm from his season has been how he's not a player versus the expectation from the start of the season. We're not going to see Tyler tonight, but I will get into Tyler a little bit later. I'll have to agree. I think Tyler is definitely benefiting off of a lot of privilege. That's all I'm going to say for now. He's fine as hell too, and I love me some Tyler, but I will get into that a little bit later. Mike and Rachel would be cute. Mike is so cute. Thanks for letting us see this live, Lisa says. You're welcome. Thank you everybody for tuning in so far. Hannah is on her way out. If you have not already, make sure you subscribe. If you want to find me on the socials, my socials is at Princess, one word, Princess, ABISAYO. I'll make sure to put it in the comments. If you're a new subscriber, put it in the chat. I'll shout you out. And if you haven't liked this video, make sure you like this video, because these likes are petty. And if y'all want to see me, I'm just saying, like, like if you support. If not, it is what it is. So yeah, let's get back into this show, and yeah, let's see what Hannah's talking about.
Seeing one ex-boyfriend is kind of like, oh hey.
20.
Seeing all of them, it's like surreal.
A little overwhelming. Most people don't have to face this.
But I am really glad to see you guys. I'm just so blessed to have had you on this ride with me, and that you did stick it out with me through some of my decisions that you might not have agreed or understood. And so I just want to say thank you.
You know what? As you have watched this show back, what moments, what things stood out to you that maybe you didn't catch living it in real time, and you go, how did I miss that?
Well, I think it has, I have to back it up from the very beginning with my relationship with Luke. I will never try to say that the feelings that I had for him weren't real, because they were. It was the closest thing that I had to feeling love at first sight. Yeah. But I think a lot of that came from being really insecure about being the Bachelorette in the first place. I remember when I got the call from you, I was so excited, but also I had this doubt of, oh my gosh, are the guys going to be disappointed? And am I going to be able to live up to this standard that I thought I had to live up to? And the first night there is this huge fear of what your intentions are. And that night, Luke made me believe that he was there for me and gave me hope from the beginning. And I held on to it a lot longer than I should have. but it gave me safety. Okay, at least one guy's here for me.
That's interesting.
And you can't do that in a relationship. You have to actually
That's
look.
incredible perspective.
Ultimately, I'm really glad that that relationship's behind me and that I can move forward from that. And I learned a lot from the experiences that I went through. I deserved so much more than what I kind of put up with.
Luke, this is the first time you've had a chance to see Hannah. What would you like to say?
You know, I really don't have much to say. Just the fact that I'm sorry that I made the whole process for you so difficult. And I will say thank you. You know, you actually did teach me a lot as well about myself, taught me how to self-reflect, and you showed me how important it is to open up. So I will say thank you for that. So.
Uh-oh. Why'd they cut it right there? She does look happy.
That's all I have.
I appreciate those words. You know, you said that you learned from this, and I do hope that you did. But I think that there's a lot of fruit that needs to be grown from you. Oh, I don't know. I don't even know what I can say.
You know what? Much has been made of his faith, your faith, religion, and how all of that played into this. And there was that as well, because your faith is important to you.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. From the first night, it was one of our first conversations, and I wanted a man of God that had those same values, but then that was almost weaponized against me. I was, at the end, threatened by the shared faith that we had. And unfortunately, the people that believe the same thing I do that a lot sometimes, of using the same words and the same things we believe to call out specific things and poke. Right. And so the basis of what I believe is love and loving others and understanding and not shaming. And his love was contingent on if I did the things that he wanted me to do as he saw as a wife should do, not an unconditional love.
You talk about being shamed. That brings up the night of your fantasy suite, that final date with Luke. Did you feel shamed in that moment?
Well, yeah. Luke is really obsessed with sex, and fantasy suites being about sex, and so I'll just tell everybody my sex life. But honestly, did I sit around being like, who am I going to have sex with in the fantasy suites? No, I didn't. That wasn't something planned. That wasn't something that really was everybody's business to know. And it wasn't your business to ever ask me.
Are you really telling me that you never said, don't judge me about the fantasy suites because I won't be using that for sex?
I did not say that. Fantasy suites aren't used for sex, Luke. You didn't have one, so maybe you don't know, but the fantasy suites aren't used for sex. There you go. And now, looking back, it wasn't just that moment. Like, I had been blind to everything that had been happening. I did listen to you guys, but I knew if I listened to one of you guys say what he did, I would always have like a what if or a, that's that feeling when a relationship ends, but there's still something there, and I didn't want that for myself. I didn't make up my own mind. I would just be listening to what was happening. I needed to feel it and see it for myself. And that night, I felt it and saw it for myself, and that was when it just snapped for me. Now I'm like, I will not put up with this because that's not love. That's not what the person I want to spend the rest of my life with is ever going to make me feel. And I'm so over being slut shamed and being felt like that makes me not a woman of faith. Because, oh my gosh, like, I single day, and so do you, 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 and so do you. But that's what grace is for. And I'm also not going to say that me having sex in a windmill was just like the scarlet letter on my chest to have. Like, I'm not going to stand here and feel that way, and you're not going to make me feel that way, and that I maybe did that in my relationship. I'm not. In those fantasy suites, that's not what they were about. It was about having a relationship where I grew really close to the men and knowing their heart. It's not just about the physical, and that's where you're getting it really, really wrong and misconstruing me as an individual and anybody who's ever gone into a fantasy suite before.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
I'm sure I'll stand with the rest of us. We completely support you. And we trusted you and listened to you and followed your heart. And we know that you did the right thing in your time. So we completely have your back in that.
Thank you for that.
It is a good group of guys, and a lot more guys I want to get to, beyond just Luke.
Yeah.
So we'll do that
Okay.
right after we take a quick break.
Ooh, child, I have a lot of opinions. First plug my phone in. Okay. So, let's see. Y'all know Hannah is my good sis. Y'all know I stand some Hannah. I'm gonna support her regardless. That's on period. And I always feel like, dang, because it's so against the grain that maybe I shouldn't say it, but F it, I'm gonna say how I feel. Okay? She still has, I think she's upset, kind of similar to how I talked about Rachel and Peter. I think it's a similar situation where she's upset because she saw the potential and he didn't get in line. And I think that she is frustrated with him because he presented as one thing. She already admitted to like a love at first sight type of thing. And it's really hard for her to accept the fact that he wasn't the one at the end because of his self, right? So I think that's coming out. I feel like that argument they just had, or whatever the words, she picked that fight with him. She picked that fight. He basically already apologized and he was trying to keep it closed, and she was waiting for him to say something where she could get it off of her chest. And for me, that lets me know that she harbors a lot of anger towards him. She has a lot of unresolved feelings towards him. And she's upset with the fact that he just gets to sit there all smug and all of that. And she kind of is going through probably her own emotions. So I feel like she could have handled that situation a little bit better. I think it showed me that she has some unresolved feelings for him. The fact that she was so ready, even though she told him that she already gave him closure that day where he was trying to come back and she was so ready. She has so much she wants to address with him. And I think that also it just comes from a place of anger, and that they could have had something, and he kind of ruined it. So yeah, that's just how I see her processing in the moment. And I think she's frustrated and there's some unresolved feelings there. That's just how I see it. What are y'all saying? I love Hannah, but she got to stop talking about Luke and about her sex life, because we don't care. We want her to find love and to be happy. Absolutely. I don't think it was fair for Luke to even ask her that and for it to become a storyline, but who knows? It seems like Luke was alluding to the fact that they would talk about those types of things off camera. So maybe he felt like, oh, I'm just gonna ask you because this is something we talk about anyway. Lisa and Maddie said, what if she picked Jed because Luke was so distracting to her and she's taking her anger out about Jed stuff on him? Conspiracy theory. I definitely think, I'm going to say this, Luke was the one from the beginning, okay? He was the one for her. And I think that once he started acting up, she started to realize or get nervous. And I think that's why they did that mid-season weird sit down with her and Chris Harrison, where she started to realize that Luke, the way he was acting, was not gonna be, and she could not pick him and know what she was going to face. You know what I'm saying? And know how he's been treating her. So I think that really forced her to see that this might not work for me because the guy I've been zeroed in on and the guy I think I see myself with is not going to work. So what am I going to do now? So I do think that after hooking up with the windmill guy, she got the courage to kick Luke out. And so now whatever happens because of that, she's frustrated about because it should have been Luke. It should have been Luke, and I think she had that in her mind. Okay, Luke just walked off. Let's see what's happening.
Just got up and left. So there you go. He's catching a flight, but I think we're good because I think that is a perfect symbol of let's move on. You were talking with Big Mike right before we went to the break there, and I want to go back. What would you like to say
Luke left
to
for a
Mike?
flight, and she big mad.
I just want to say thank you. That goodbye was really hard for me because we had that connection that saying goodbye to you felt like I was really losing something. To know that you had supported me the whole time and constantly been my cheerleader, and know that I'm just so glad that you were on this journey with me and that I respect you and will be your fan forever. So I'm sorry. And you deserve
Don't apologize. Don't apologize.
the best. And I'm rooting for you for the best.
That sounds like an endorsement to me.
Who else wanted to say something to Hannah?
Hey, Hannah.
Hey,
Good to see you again.
It's good
Look
to
great.
see you too.
I'll come out with it. I was pretty upset with you for a while. You taught me so much. You helped me open up a lot. But with that, I just was so hurt that you did choose him over me. But I want to say I'm sorry because watching it back, it's now more clear that you were misled, like big time. And I'm sorry that you had to go through that. And I'm wondering if any of us could have actually done anything to really help you see that even more than what we did.
So there's so many what ifs that I could have done. There's so many times like, oh my gosh, if they would have just told me this, maybe I would have known.
We were scared.
Yeah, I know, because I would tell you to stay in your freaking lane.
We were scared.
I am kind of scary, I know. But I don't regret the way that it happened, because I feel like the relationship that I had with Luke, unfortunately, is a relationship that a lot of women can relate to.
Yeah.
A lot of women have been in toxic relationships, and maybe, just maybe, me going through that and being able to remember my worth and figure that out for myself can help somebody that's in that now and see the signs of that. And ultimately, that makes me realize that I don't have regrets, because that was worth all of it.
But Luke aside, I think what America really wants to know, how did you let JPJ go? Because that makes no sense to anybody.
I get it. Don't worry about it. I don't hold anything against you. Like, I would have let myself go if I were you. Don't worry about it.
You should not talk about yourself like that, JPJ.
Don't tell me what to do, Hannah.
You guys just had your first fight. We had a lot of drama.
Yeah.
But we also had a lot of fun. Yeah, no shortage of fun. And so I think it's finally time. Let's lighten things up. I never get tired of them. Bloopers. All right. limo.
Gosh.
Hey, good luck. Hannah,
Okay.
let the journey begin. Here it comes.
Oh, me. Oh, shoot. My dress is stuck. Now we would like you to experience this labor simulator. Breathe.
Oh, Chris Harrison.
Why are you pulling out Chris Harrison?
Oh, it's got my goes. Okay. Okay, I'm out.
What?
He's standing on top of the bed.
Just pretend like he's not here.
Yes, Queen. Yes, Queen. Yes, Queen. Yeah. Okay, we just go. Yes, Queen. Yes, Queen. Yes, Queen. And
John Paul James, will you accept this race?
yes, Queen.
You are not from Montana. I wanna peel you like a banana.
Work. Whoa. Okay.
I said we got a ringer. We need a ringer.
Hey.
What are y'all doing?
Morning. Oh, it's paid for.
Oh,
That's right, the limo's paid for.
can't turn. I can't make this. Okay.
There.
Oh.
There's a lot of drama, but we leave with a smile on our face.
That's right.
Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. It's good to have you. What?
I just have one thing that I want to say.
Well, it's your show. Why not?
I just want to say, Bachelor Nation, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for this whole thing with Luke and him just being on our television screens for so long. Way longer than really any of us ever desired. It's my fault. A lot his, but I did it. I was there. I'm sorry. I'm tired of talking about him. Chris, are you tired of talking about him?
Amen.
Are y'all tired of talking about him? The Luke T show is canceled. We will not renew the season. Again, my apologies, and God bless the United States of America. Well,
You guys give it up for Hannah. We have to take a quick break, but when we come back, we have a preview of the unforgettable conclusion to Hannah's journey, and then an exclusive first look at the new season of Bachelor in Paradise. All that when the Men Tell All returns.
Yawn. Okay. I don't know. I feel like I'm just gonna keep my opinion to myself. That's what I do. I have this weird contraption around charging my phone, so bear with me. Here we go. I don't know. I don't know if I was feeling that little apology, but hey, let me mind my business. Yeah, so what do we think of the mental law? Seems like that's the majority of it. Heather just said, after that apology, after that little speech just now, you are so right, she isn't over him. I don't want to beat a dead horse because I feel like I've been saying it all night, but yeah, my opinion has not changed. I'm still pretty much resolved in that. Yeah, she still has feelings for him. I think she's read a lot of the comments that have come for her and blamed her for, and she really played into the whole women narrative and, oh, we've all been there narrative. I figured she was going to do that, and that's what actually happened. So I don't have a problem with it. I just think that this speech was unnecessary, and it just shows me that she's not over him. But that's just me. The whole season was about somebody else, and that's very disappointing for me. I think she was a great lead. I think she's been a great lead, but it's very disappointing that this guy took over the entire season. Oh wow, seriously though? Ha ha ha. Well, likely won't be on long enough to get shut down. LOL. Hilarious. Love me some bold YouTubers. Roxanne, what do you mean? Are you talking about me? This is an insightful chat, H Shy says. Well, I'm glad you feel that way. Are you a new subscriber, H Shy? Who are some of the new subscribers? I want to shout y'all out. I want to shout y'all out for being a part of the Abie Army. Welcome. Welcome. If you do not know me by now, my name is Abie, also known as the Black Girl who watches The Bachelor and The Bachelorette. I watch all these shows, and I have been for some years now. And I've been on YouTube just giving my little opinion out here, and I like to do it in a funny, sometimes informative, sometimes straight to the point way. It really just depends on how I'm feeling, and tonight I've just been giving y'all my opinions, okay? And so I've really enjoyed just giving y'all what I see. So I'm always gonna give in-depth analysis. I'm gonna be good for that, okay? And so yeah, thank you for joining. I want to shout out some new subscribers. Again, these likes are very petty. I see people saying go live next week. This is the type of stuff that makes me not want to. Like, there are so many people on here and people refuse to, like, what? It's mind-boggling. It's truly mind-boggling. So like the video if you support. Yeah. Abie is the best. VIP, we are ready. VIP is going to be lit this summer, and I'm going to actually try to watch it all the way through. Love your opinions, Abie. Preach. Thank you, Blue Panther. Are you a new subscriber, Blue Panther? Which guy are you rooting for? For Hannah? No one. I'm sorry. None of them. Sorry. Are you going to live chat next week's show? We'll see. Cheerleading Queens, aka Lisa, right? Maria Comer. Sorry for asking. No, I'm not chastising you. I'm just saying that you're always supporting, and I thank you for that. But it's very difficult to come on here for hours on end, and something as simple as I have to say 5 million times before people do it, and then they want me to come on every week and do 3-hour lives and then a recap. It's ridiculous. You have to think about it like that. It's very simple. Yeah, that makes sense. She's a mess. So appreciative that you do this. Thank you, Marissa. Thank you, Lex. Welcome to the Abie Army. What about Tyler? I love Tyler, but I don't think he's in love with her. What's the face you did in the thumbnail? I don't even know. I just be taking the thumbnails real quick and whatever. Thank you, Blue Panther. She sent home or not I come. Oh, what does that mean? LOL. Okay, they are back. Let's get into this. What are we watching?
I'm freaking out. It's really, really hard. And now I have a lot of doubt and fear.
Who is Hannah's one true love?
I can tell you have concerns, so will you just say them?
I don't want you to settle for anything. And that's as honest as I can be. How will Hannah decide between the men she loves?
Me, this is why you don't date two people at the same time.
I want something that would love you like I know you should be loved.
Her life-changing decision is made next week.
I've been waiting my whole life to have my happy ending. But I just feel like this experience has been taken away from me. I can't do this.
Don't miss the dramatic season finale.
Ooh, that's recent. Her hair long.
Can you stop the car?
Oh.
And then, in 2 weeks, it's the
exciting new season of Bachelor in Paradise.
The party has arrived!
Yeah, baby!
Hi, Bobby. You're making me hot.
All of your favorite bachelors and bachelorettes are back on one beach.
I can say with confidence that I've never met anybody like John Paul Jones.
Sorry, Mom. I'm with a really beautiful woman right now.
This is so crazy.
King's mustache absolutely swept Kaylin off her feet.
There's a lot of maintenance that goes into keeping this thing as beautiful as
Wow,
it is.
okay,
And
Dean.
nothing will ever be the same.
So Blake slept with Christina. Blake slept with Kaylin. Is he sleeping with Tasha? Is he sleeping with Hannah? Did he bang Chris Harrison?
Blake's in a love decadon. Hannah's in a triangle. I just want to find one person to love. I don't need a posse.
In Paradise, love is for everyone.
Oh my God, you're my husband. Goose babies. Yes.
I don't care who sees this. I know that I love this girl. I'm just so happy that I found her. And I can definitely picture being with her for the rest of my life.
What?
I know for a fact deep down I'm the one who's so ready for love, so ready for marriage. The fantasy suite awaits.
This feeling right here is like in paradise.
We've progressed so much, and I would love to spend this extra time with you in the fantasy suite.
Oh, this is crazy.
But so is
Ooh,
the
Blake
drama.
is
Last
getting
night,
hit.
I mean, I had a really fun time in the hot tub. That's not something I should have to hide.
You can't help who you love, and it hurts me to see you struggling.
I just don't want to lose you.
He's putting his spoon in all the pudding.
What the f- is happening?
Bitch! You don't go!
They're like actually fighting.
Trust me!
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Don't miss all the heartbreaking drama.
Don't insult my intelligence, Derek. You're full of... You take advantage of women. Get out of my sight.
And more crying than ever before.
All I want is happiness for myself and other people. So hard, dude.
This was a bad.
Just gotta get out of here, man. I gotta get out of paradise.
But in the end, it's all about love.
I smell an engagement, and it feels amazing.
Oh my God!
Every Monday.
A black hand got engaged? Oh, hell yes.
Summer long. Paradise is right around the corner. It premieres August 5th. It is, dare I say, the most dramatic season of Paradise yet. That's right, I said it. You're welcome. And don't miss the exciting conclusion to Hannah's story during our dramatic two-night live finale coming up on July 29th and 30th right here on ABC. I know there are a lot of rumors out there right now. I promise all of your questions will be answered. Gentlemen, thanks for being here. To our studio audience, thank you all very much.
Y'all better.
And to you, Bachelor Nation, as always, thanks for being a part of it. For everyone who's been a part of this one, I'm Chris Harrison. Good night, everybody.
I do have one final thing to say, and it's kind of stretch and stand to say.
Oh God. Don't do it. Oh no.
Oh, okay, y'all already moaning, so how about this?
Oh boy.
Crashing one group date does not make me a stalker. I could have looked worse like my name is Luke Parker. John Paul Jones on the screen, you know that we love it as much as his hair, and we like the chicken nuggets. Got love for all of y'all, and most of y'all my bros. Even forgive those who say I wanted a pity rose. But this is for the girl that we call Hannah. Y'all can see me in paradise, camming up Cabana.
Well done, dude. Well done. Well done.
Give it up for Cam. ABC, baby. ABC. Tonight, Kim's home
Okay.
with Brad.
Alrighty. That's officially a wrap on the footage for Men's Hello. Now we get to have our time. You got good energy, Cam. Y'all are funny. Y'all think Cam should keep rapping? Oh my goodness. uh, uh, Thank you, Danielle. I missed y'all. I really did. And I really try every week. It's always a goal for me to just be like, I need to live stream. It's been a minute. Um, but yeah, I'm really happy to be back on live, giving y'all my opinions. I feel like this was the perfect time and tell all and whatnot. So yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed the episode. Um, I want to see if there's any more questions, but I'm gonna go through the comments as much as I can, and yeah, we'll get into it a little bit more. So yeah, what's up with y'all? Thank you, no problem, Anna. Oh my gosh, this is such a setup right now. Okay, I think we got it. So yeah, the men tell all was actually pretty good. I do feel like it was still centered on Luke. It was the Luke P show. We knew that was gonna happen, and it happened. I don't really feel like we needed much clarity because again, I don't feel like a lot of these dudes genuinely were in love with her, and I think we can see that. If they were, we would have gotten more questions centered around why it didn't work out. And we just didn't get that. We got a lot of, oh, what can we have done about Luke? Like, why is that your concern? Your concern should have been your relationship. But again, a lot of these dudes was not on here thinking about themselves. They was thinking about Luke. So Luke, it was a show, basically. Um, No, you have a busy life, but I've really missed you and your sassy lives. Oh, I miss you back, Danielle. Thank you. Keep an eye out for most people that get the most screen time on these tell-all specials. Absolutely. That's why I said keep an eye out for Luke because he got a lot of time. Um, okay, well, gotta go meet up to my mom's house. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you as well, Roxanne World 11. Welcome to the Abie Army. Thanks for joining. Oh, I cannot get this right now. What is up? Let's see. Y'all, I got a whole setup right now. Y'all will laugh at this setup. I still cannot find my tripod. Can you stream Grand Hotel? I don't watch that. I'm sorry. I don't know what that is. What type of show is that? I'm so excited for Bachelor in Paradise. Same. It looks really good this year. I think every year they make the previews look amazing. It just makes you want to watch so bad, and they got me again. I think I always somehow fall off of Paradise mid-season. So I'm really hoping that this season I stay tuned. They are in Mexico. People's skin color change. I went to the Caribbean and turned 3 shades darker. I know that's right. I know that's right. Black people tan too. Trust and believe that, honey. Looks so intense. Ha ha ha. The Caribbean is amazing. Hannah is not over Luke, Mink says. You agree too? You know, I feel that way. It's a little concerning for me. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. I cannot stay. Oh my gosh. Interesting. Okay. Okay, I need you to stay. Okay. Okay, let's see. Ooh. Sorry, y'all. We gonna get this together. Okay. Come on, 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 come on. Okay, I'm just gonna have to hold it. I think some of the guys cared about Hannah, but got preoccupied with Luke because they saw he was her favorite and saw that she would make a mistake. I agree. I do think that a bunch of them did get preoccupied and they saw it and they were like, oh, we want to protect her. But I think that comes from a place of protection for her and not necessarily because they felt like they were better for her. I think they were all genuine in the fact that they cared about her, they wanted the best for her, blah, 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 blah. But I'm still concerned that a lot of them were not really like, they didn't really care at the end of the day. They just didn't want it to be him. They would have preferred any of the other dudes on their cast, but they didn't want it to be them necessarily. And I think that's a bigger issue because a lot of them made it seem as if they really believed it was them, if that makes sense. You're welcome, Tabby. I know, Aura, I'm shaking because I'm trying to hold this. It's not staying steady. I'm trying to put it down. It's on clips right now on my phone, so sorry. I'm trying it. I need to buy another tripod. That's what I need to do. I need a backup. I know this is just crazy. I'm kind of confused about the clip of Demi with a girl. Not that I don't support it, I just didn't see that coming. Very random. I don't know what girl that could be. They weren't really trying to show her face. So I feel like, I'm like, is that somebody we are familiar with? Because the physique didn't look, unless it's like a really old season, a couple of seasons ago, I just feel like they would have promoted the person if it was someone we were familiar with. So I don't really know. Is she a part of the cast technically? Because maybe that is somebody from like a past Bachelor season that they're trying to surprise us with, but I don't know. I don't know. I think that storyline will be interesting. Are you streaming next week? I will try. We will see. We will see. I've never watched BIP before, but I'm going to watch this season. Anna, it's a good time, especially over the summer. It's a really good summer show. Just kind of relax and yeah. Yes, Gigi, same Danielle. I think they saw how much she really liked Luke P and gave up really trying. I don't think that they should. I don't. I don't think that's an excuse. I get when you're frustrated when they're really into somebody and it's not you and blah 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 blah. I get that. I do. But I don't think that if you really truly were invested in somebody, that just because you're not getting the full attention, you give up letting yourself fall. I think that it should have been a reason for them to put more. I just don't think it changes how you see somebody just because they're going after somebody else. I don't think if you really saw a future with them, you wouldn't invest or you wouldn't try harder. I don't know. Hannah is not sound. God be with her. Donna, what do you mean? It's been fun, but I gotta go to bed. Night all. Thanks for streaming. You're welcome, Anna. Thanks for joining. It's exactly like Luke's presence didn't allow Hannah to focus on other relationships, but also hindered the guys from focusing on their relationships either. Lisa and Maddie, it seems like a lot of y'all believe that had Luke not been in it, we might have seen more from different guys. Is that kind of what you mean? Because I don't think so. I think that if somebody really was invested in her, regardless of what's going on, they should have made their intentions known. And I feel like a lot of them used the Luke situation to kind of, not like a scapegoat, but it was almost easy to use that and be like, well, he's always been in the way, so that's why I didn't put much energy. Whereas a lot of them was not there to be a husband. Luke desires better. Hannah doesn't know what she wants. I think that Hannah knows what she wants. I think she's just stuck in the place of like, she's finding herself. She's young. She's in this incredibly, pressurized environment and position. I think she might be the youngest or one of the youngest bachelorettes there has ever been. And that has played into a lot of how she sees things. It's incredibly difficult to hold yourself to standards and poise in such a weird position. And I don't think it's that she doesn't know what she wants. I just think that she, like any of us, fell into the type of guy that gave her that feeling and very quickly learned that he was not good for her and could not let that feeling go. So I don't blame her for falling into it. I just think that I would like to see some accountability on her end and acknowledging that, and I think she did tonight, but she still kind of tried to pass it off on Luke. I think that it was 100% her play It was 100% her position. She had the choice and she kept him a couple of times, and she has to own that. And whether he did things and did that, he did a lot of the things to her face. So I do believe that she needs to own some of that. But overall, I'm not upset with her keeping him. I do think it was a great storyline for a lot of women, but I think it was a learning lesson for her, and she's learning, and she shouldn't be held to some high standard where she's trying to find her husband. Yeah. Where have you been, Abie? You already know I missed you. Oh, hey, Justin. I've been missing in action. I know I've been going through a lot of changes, y'all, but you know, good changes. So I'm trying. I've been trying my best. I think it was Tim that was in my who was in my DMs this past weekend. Like, are you gonna come on? I think it was Tim. And I've been trying. I see y'all. I see y'all leaving comments telling me when am I going on live. I really do, and I try my hardest, and I really do. I try to do it for the loyals. For those who come in here and don't like the video, this is definitely not for y'all. It's for the loyals who really support. So yeah, I appreciate it. Remember a few live streams that I told you there's a Blake T? I wasn't kidding. Anna, you are not kidding. He got about 5 women he in the between. But I guess I expected that because he's one of those people that you compare with a lot of women. You know what I'm saying? Like in my mind, I'm like, ooh, he could be cute with Tasha. Like all the people he's gravitating towards, I already mentally like weighed the options, but I couldn't pick one over the other until I saw it. But it seems like he did the same damn thing. He want to try before he getting all up in it. You can't try. What this look like? This is not Burger King. You cannot have it your way. You are going to have to choose, sir. So if he thinks he's going to be up in there finessing and playing, he already knows he's not in for good at it. So Mike for Bachelor. Oral, you on the Mike for Bachelor train? You got that right. Hannah is too young to know what you can love people from a distance. You do not have that person in your life and bring toxic energy. She's young and it's nice and fun, but please, can we have older leads in the future, starting with Mike? Y'all are team Mike, and I'm here for it. I got to give my official endorsement. I want to see how everything lays out, and I'll officially endorse someone, but yeah, there's just, oh, there's so many. Oh, he's so fine. Oh my God. If he's Bachelor, like, I might have to find myself on a season. I might take my words back. He is that fine. Gonna be honest, I used to watch Bachelor in Paradise, then I just kind of skipped it. I wasn't really interested, but I think I'm gonna watch it this season. It looks like a lot of drama, and I'm living for it. Right, Danielle? I think it depends on the season. I think it really depends on the season. Honestly, if there wasn't the Jed drama, I would think he was gonna win. I mean, at this point, I really don't think she picks anybody. I have a hard time believing she picks someone. She's only 24. Judy, is that Judy? Judy, is that you, girl? I'm Hannah's age and saw red flags with Luke from night 1. I know, same, but you got to learn those things yourself. And we all like to say what we would do in a situation, but we know what happens in real life. We have all been there, or a bunch of us have. So I'm not going to judge her. Hannah and Luke have different moral values. Agree. Donna, they also both hold their faith very closely, but interpret it differently, and that did not mix well. Lisa and Maddie, I do appreciate the fact that they're... I do appreciate the fact that they are talking more about faith. I feel the remaining 3 bachelors, because the game is over, no proposal this season. Minx, I would have to agree. Who were fighting in Paradise? I hope that was one of those stage moments. We'll see though. I don't believe it. I'll believe it when I see it. Because you know they like to hype some stuff up. I'm going to write your name down on an application. Judy Lee. Y'all better go get Judy Lee. Subscribe to her. One of my very good friends is in this chat harassing me. Do not sign me up unless it's for Mike, okay? Mike, what does it say? What do you think? Oh, I could zoom. What? Ooh, the game has changed. Oh my God, I can't wait to give my life with it. Oh my God. What do you think about Tyler C as Bachelor? What do you think about Tyler in general? Okay, so let's talk Tyler. Now, Tyler is somebody who I think is incredibly handsome. He is a charmer. He is naturally going, and I think he's riding off of a lot of privilege. And I said that earlier, and I said I would get back into it. He has a lot of privilege. He is a very attractive man, white man at that, who now is cultivating a social media and an image that just screams, charitable and philanthropic and a good guy. And he's playing on the kind of expectation that he's a player, and he's flipping that on its head. So I think he's playing this right. I think they did say he's the first contestant to get 1 million followers. I'm not surprised. He's doing this well. He's been trained well, and I'm very impressed. But I do not believe that Tyler is in love with her by any means. I do not believe he would be devastated when he gets broken up with, if he gets broken up with. I don't think so. I think he's someone who understands his position. He understands that if he leaves the show, he has a laundry list of women who want him. And if he's on the show and Hannah wants him, he can see where it goes. He has no reason to truly commit. And therefore, I do not think he is thinking in that way. Now, Tyler, as far as like a Bachelor, I think he could give us a good season. I would be very, very concerned in him actually picking someone who he'll stay with. So those are just I think I have concerns for every dude. So it's not obvious who I would endorse, but there's a lot, there's a lot. I don't know. Tyler, he's a really good guy, but he's not the guy for Hannah, and I don't think he believed that at any point. And so I think there is a little bit of finesse in there, and I'm not upset about it because he did it in a respectful way. So those are my thoughts on Tyler, and he's definitely benefiting from a lot of privilege. And that's just that on that. Judy! Hey! Judy. Oh my God, stop. Judy, don't be in here talking about, y'all do not play. Oh my gosh. Could you imagine the next season of The Bachelorette, Miss Abie? Judy, stop playing with me. See, I could never be on. Nope. I never thought of Tyler as an option because I was so hopeful that he would end up with Hannah. If he doesn't, I'll love him as Bachelor as well. Also, I'm kind of thinking that Hannah will end up with who? Ooh. Hannah is unfortunately toxic for him. Go look for a woman that has your same values. Isn't the Zoom hilarious, Jiro? I'm about to wear it out the next live stream. Y'all don't even know. I agree, Donna Fletcher. She is young and she may not be ready for marriage. 24 is quite young and she has a few years until she might think about marriage. It's obviously what she personally wants, but I see... I'm gonna be upfront. You don't need to apply for Mike when you have a man right here. Justin, you back on them games again, Justin. You back on them games. I think he knew he wasn't going to be picked. Exactly. Hey, Katie B, what's good, sis? You said who went home? Luke P. Luke P got sent home, and we're going to find out who else went home top of next week. I think the men were saved from her. I don't think she's ready for love. I hope she spends some time alone, getting herself in a better consideration to actually be a wife. Okay, whoa, those are very strong opinions, Donna. I feel like that's the hard part where she's probably battling with what's expected versus what she hopes to be. And I think she's looking for someone who's going to allow her to grow and find herself and become who she's meant to become without constraining her to or conforming her to some wifely duties. She's not looking for this super traditional old school way of wifing and all of that. I think she's hoping that someone will meet her where she is, love her unconditionally. She'll do the same to them, and therefore they will grow together. And so that's the problem. People like Luke are expecting, oh, to be a wife, you need to do this, you need to do that, you need to act like this. And she's telling y'all straight up, I'm not gonna do that. I'm growing and I want to get married now, and I want to be married to someone who's gonna allow me to grow. So I think that the very traditional kind of conformative ways is not what she's looking for, and it's exactly why she came on this show. Because if she wanted somebody like that, I'm sure she could have found him in Alabama. Child, where's my water? No shade. um, who went home? I would love to see Mike as Bachelor or Peter. I don't care, but like Mike, good one. Like Mike, eh? Y'all are a lot of Mike fans. I love this energy. Oh, I love this energy. We're gonna have a great season on this channel if that's the case. If you were the Bachelorette, you already know I'm gonna be coming out that limo. Okay, Justin. What you gonna say? What's your storyline gonna be? I used to tell her that on YouTube, huh, Justin? That's what you gonna tell them? Why not? You are beautiful. How do I sign up to be on The Bachelor anyways? Judy, you want me to nominate you? Honestly, when does The Bachelor will probably film September for like 3 months. So September to like November. Yeah, I think it's September, October, November. So I'm gonna, ooh, Judy. Ooh, I'm onto something. You should have never said that, Judy. I don't see any of the men from this season becoming The Bachelor. Even Mike, who seems too reserved for this type of show. Tyler and Peter don't seem like the kind of guys who would bring a season, Gerald says, like Hannah did. Yeah, I'm not, I don't, I feel like people are shipping Peter as like a Ben Higgins 2.0. I don't really see the similarities, but I guess. Who else? Who else? Who else? Then we have Tyler, we have Mike. I mean, I think they all have one little thing that could be missing from all of them, but I also think that they could work. You know what I'm saying? They could all work with the right support. So I think it's really like looking at it like who's gonna bring the best season, who's gonna be the most serious, who's gonna be the most entertaining to watch, and that's something you have to really assess. So I know ABC is doing that right now. Justin and Abie still the best Bachelor related couple. Lisa and Maddie, y'all stay feeding into this. I wasn't feeling it either. What do you think about Jed? Terry says. Jed, I've never been a fan. I've struggled. I think he's just there. Like a lot of these dudes, they're just there. They're just on the cast. They have their motives, and it's usually okay if they know when to exit. I know a lot of these people finesse. They come on there to finesse, play the game. I get it. But it becomes very irritating and personal to me when they know that they have the position or the opportunity or maybe even the chance to win, and they know that their intention is not pure and they stay. That's when I have a big problem with people. And if you think that that's cool to do, then I have a big problem with you. And I feel like Jed was very open in saying, oh, I came on the show for clout. I came on the show to further my music career, even though he can't sing worth a damn. He came on and he was very obvious with his intentions, and I think he thought that would give him a pass, and it did. But I do not like when someone is coming on to finesse and they allow themselves to get very far knowing their intentions are not pure. I can't stand it. And so I have a problem with Jed. I have a problem with him being an opportunist, and going as far as he's going. And I don't know. He has never shown me that he's super into Hannah. None of them really have. That's the problem I've kind of talked about all night. None of them have really showed their love for Hannah, and I have a problem with that. And so Jed is there. That's how I feel about him, to be honest with y'all. Don't like Jed. He came on for the wrong reasons, and it may very well affect his music career. What music career? Jed is all about his music. Yes, and his music, in my opinion, isn't that good. do, do you still like Blake? I know you loved him for Becca last season, but Demi said that Blake slept with Kaylin and Christina during the promo. I love me some Blake. I don't think I need to investigate for myself, okay? They can make anything look any way they want it to look. And so I'm definitely gonna watch the season, and I'm gonna give y'all my opinions as they go. But currently I still love Blake. I think he's a great guy. I think he was very genuine in his feelings for Becca. I'm still absolutely hurt about that not working out. Y'all know how I feel about that situation. And I hope that Blake is not gonna just waste all of the love he's built up in this Bachelor Nation franchise. That's what I hope. That's where I'm at with Blake. But I can tell he's probably in high demand, and he's probably going to enjoy that, and he's going to realize quickly that he needs to be very careful with what he does, especially after having a break since, last year. He hasn't been on the show in a year, so he needs to be very wise with what he does, and so it looks like he's not, and I'm sure that's going to come with its own drama, and I want to see. I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt for the moment, though. I'm letting him live right now, but I'm getting that ass if he's playing games. So yeah, Anna, that's how I feel about Blake right now. Are you going off now? Is the show off? The show is off. Good night, Oral. The show is off. I'm just giving y'all my thoughts, because it's been a minute, so I really want to give y'all as many opinions as I can. Do you like Becca and Garrett together now, or you will have doubts? That's a really good question. Honestly, I don't think about them too much. I think it was very hard for me because I still struggle with that decision on Becca's part. And it really affected how I saw her as Bachelorette. I don't hate anybody. I just don't actively support them. And I don't know, it's been a while, it's been a year. I don't have I can't stand it, but I still don't fully get it, and that's okay. I don't have to get it. She has to get it. I still just struggle with that decision, and I'm just keeping my distaste to myself. It's not as strong as it was last year, but it's definitely not 100% support. So that's where I stand with Becca and Garrett. I always support Becca because I love her. That's my Midwest sis. I have so much love for her, and I never want that to be misconstrued. I just had genuine concerns for that relationship. But it looks like they're going strong. So, yeah. I'm just going to send encouraging words and hope that continues. Yes, Jed is not honest. Nope. Jed looks like he walked out of Walmart, and honestly, that's probably where he got his music skills too. Gerald, stop playing. Oh my God. Exactly. Christians like that give bad names. Stop judging. Anyway, I missed tonight's episode. Anyone know how I can watch it on my phone? Thank you. Stacy, once this posts, you'll be able to see the show here on my channel. So yeah. Tyler and Colton are both 26, and the only thing of Tyler is the Bachelor is that we would have the women who are 23 to 24 again. Yeah. I'm still hoping Mike will be the next Bachelor. If ABC even tries to put in Luke, that would just be crazy. Do y'all see how they have done in the past couple of years? They've done crazy. I'm not putting anything past any of them. And that the producers' choices weren't always the right guys. Gerald is throwing shade. I love it. This is why I watch these lives. Gerald is bringing it. I kept my shady boots. I got my shady boots to a minimum tonight, but Gerald always coming through. Hey, Gerald. Do a flip. I'll do a hair flip. What's up? They need women in their 40s. That's right. All right, Stacy. She wanted to bring Luke down, but yeah, she may still have feelings, good or not. Leor. I'm telling you, she still has feelings for him. The Paradise show looks like a bunch of people that grown up. Oh my gosh. Alrighty, y'all. Well, it's been a long night. Is that the last of the opinions? Oh yeah, they should make like a geriatric bachelor such Judy. I'm so sick of you. I'm so done with you. You know I always come in hot with the shade. Yeah, I know, Gerald. Would you crash your car into a wall if Tyler is the bachelor? Why would I do that? Absolutely not. Justin, as long as y'all are Tyler levels of respectful. Uh-huh. Right? Um Ben Higgins sold his soul to the Bachelor, and I'll be upset if Blake does too. Gerald, wow. Why do you think that? Abby, thank you again for this. Sorry my keyboard isn't working well. No worries. Nick Viles, second time as the Bachelor will be the geriatric season. Y'all are but the gag is he look younger than a lot of these dudes. Tay. 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 What do you think of Demi being bi? Funny. I don't think anything of it. I think live your truth, girl. And I just want to know who that girl was. I want to know if she's from an old season. I want to know if she's somebody we know, because I don't know why they didn't show their face. They're trying to make it a surprise. I don't know. It seems like we had no knowledge of this. But this just goes to show how little we know of these people, because we literally see a couple minutes of them every week. That's why I'm so skeptical to villainize the villain or the funny one or this. I'm always skeptical. I'm gonna say, that's only a small portion of who they really are. Gonna be looking for Judy Lee next Bachelor season. Heard there was a nomination. That's right, Danielle. That's my friend. I'm not gonna say too much, but she just gave me some ideas. So be on the lookout. You should have never did that, Judy. Ben is just everywhere on the show. It looks like he can't escape. I know. I thought Ben would be one of those who firmly detached from the show, but it seems like he can't seem to stay away. And it's kind of like, Ben, I need you to get in your other businesses, in your other bags. I don't know. It's so much nicer when you start to miss them. You got to let us miss you first. But I love me some Ben. But yeah, we've seen a lot of him. And I think that definitely your stock kind of decreases when we keep seeing you over and over. You know what I'm saying? 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 But I still love him though. Have you seen The Lion King? I'm scarred and Mufasa is Jed, in the sense I would throw him off the cliff anytime in his guitar away. It should be recorded. I have not seen The Lion King yet. I was supposed to this weekend, but I don't know. I'm trying. So yeah. I'm gonna go this weekend. Hopefully this week. Y'all are so crazy. John Paul Jones, doesn't he look like the fox emoji? He does, Stacy, doesn't he? He does, and I'm becoming more and more of a fan of him. I love a good personality, and I love him and his banter, and he is not afraid to just say how he feels. He's like, whatever, what's up? I'm gonna say what I feel, okay? He's really cool. Ooh, Anna, I like it. Yes, Anna is definitely jumping in with the shade. You are officially a part of the Emmy Army, okay? You've been a part of it, okay? Oh, Anna, I like it. You look kind. Thank you so much. Thank you, the Brown Bushman. Thank you, Abby. It's been almost 1 year since I've subbed to you. August 6th. Oh my God, Gerald, you remember the day you subbed to me? That's so sweet. Gerald, you've been a part of the Army for that long. God. I just love you. I just love you. Shout out to that, Gerald. So August 6th. Okay. Oh man, that's gonna be Bachelor in Paradise time? Did you sub during Bachelor in Paradise? No, I remember the Bachelorette went into August last year. They started later. I remember that. Your hair looks so organic. Who did it? I did my hair. Thank you. You know, it needs a good wash, but thank you. Ah! JPJ is just a big meme, and I am living for it. He's just so funny. He's just so funny. Puff Puff, yes. LOL. You look fire right now, Abby. Thank you, Justin. Thank you. Y'all are so sweet. Yeah, I thought JPJ was kind of corny at first, but LOL, I'm living for him now. Same, Danielle. I definitely didn't get it, but I get it now. Oh, I get it now. And he's just being himself, and I can't hate on that. I just love somebody who's gonna be themselves and let us decide if we want to like them or not. And he let us decide, and I love it. I do. Wait, is that an engagement ring on your finger? No. What? No. JVJ rocks so fucking funny. Yes, he does. I remember what made me subscribe. You were recreating Garrett's speech, and you said Maldives in a deadpan voice, and that sold it for me. I gotta go watch that live. Oh my gosh, was that the finale? That must have been the finale. Was it the finale live? Wait, now I gotta think about how I said it. I truly don't even. I'll just be. Especially finale lives. I love that because there's so many new people, and I'm just talking hella shit. Especially last year. Have a good night, everybody. Good night, Miss Abby 94. Good night, Skater. Mwah. It was the finale. Okay. Finales are hilarious. They're definitely my favorite, especially last year because I love when I do things when I'm heated too, because y'all, I'll just be like, I don't care, no filter, nothing. It seems y'all enjoy that too. So hopefully it's nothing that's gonna make me too crazy this season, but it'll be better for the live. Yeah, so yep, Danielle, and it's coming from me. What's coming from you? In Garrett's speech, you said, you give me eagles in Garrett voice. Wait, did I give a speech about Garrett? And I say, you give me eagles in a Garrett voice, and I died on the spot. I'm definitely going to go rewatch that live, Gerald. The fact that you remember it is so special to me, so it makes me want to know what you're referring to. Gerald, thank you so much. One of my OGs. A general in the art. My heart can't take it. Thank you. No, Garrett's speech. He said that to Becca and you imitated him. It was amazing. Oh, okay. Oh, I remember this. Oh my God. Okay. I'm still gonna go back and watch it, but I gotta remember this. Gerald. Oh my gosh. How about me, Abby? Oh, so many hearts, Gerald. Thank you. Justin, you know how I feel. Justin, you still ain't giving me no information about you. I'm gonna always keep coming back to that until you tell me what's up. What's up? What, Gerald? Or not Gerald? What, Justin? But you know it's all love over here, Justin. You know what's up. You know I like to give you a hard time. Thoughts on Peter and his ex? From what I could tell, I read the story briefly. It was somebody who had said he broke up with them prior to the show. I think that's a different situation, being that he being that he actually broke up with the person, it's definitely shitty, but I don't care enough to be honest with you. I don't think there's really a story there. I think it was just one of those. He was auditioning for the show. He was probably seeing someone casually and broke up with her. At least he broke up with her and didn't tell her that, oh, yeah, I'm going to come back for you. I'm just going to promote my music. But don't get it twisted. A lot of these guys do this every year. A lot of people do this every year. Hannah is not sound because she told Jed she loves her and had sex with Peter. She told Luke she has love at first sight with him and feels a connection with, and then plays around with other men. Okay, Donna, that's definitely your opinion. And I think that's a lot of people's opinions who are frustrated with Hannah. I don't think that warrants her not being sound. I think that she's approaching this in a way that may not be a fit for a lot of people, and that's their decision. And that's why I don't fault Luke. That's why I'm like, show us who you are, explain what you expect, and Hannah can choose to not choose you based on that. I appreciate that because you're being honest about what your limits are. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think that means she's owes any of these men a certain something, based on their values. They have to choose if it's acceptable to them. She has to choose if their values are acceptable to her. And if they're not, they're just not going to work out. So I don't think that all of these standards and all of that, that's what she's trying to break out of. And that's what she's trying to avoid. And I think it's cool that she's doing that. And I think that whoever doesn't fall in line with that has a right to say, this doesn't work for me. Luke has the right, I believe. He has the right to say, if you had sex with somebody, that's a hard barrier for me. I will remove myself. You get what I'm saying? And I also think she has the right to say, I will do what I want. You get what I'm saying? So it really has to be a both parties understanding that they're grown-ass adults, and they can do what they like. And if it doesn't work for them, then it doesn't work for them. Yeah. I'm late to the party, but starting at the beginning now. Hey, Heather. Mwah. Welcome, boo. Abie, you already know I can take the heat. I love Savage Abie. All right, Justin, because she just be poking out. I thought Peter broke up with her 3 months before the show, and that's not a big deal. It was something like that. It was not a story in my mind, not anything near Jed's. I think, people want to act like these people are not humans. They didn't have relationships before the show. A lot of people, I guess, tend to forget that this is still a show. There's casting. There's, going through the recruiting process. So you could be expecting not even to go on and still be entertaining, things here and there. That's just the nature. It's very different when you're in a committed relationship and you actively create a plan and say, I'm not going on there for the intent of what the show is about. I'm going on there for X, and I'm going to come back to you. That's different. And Peter didn't do that, so I don't find it to be the same thing at all. It's life. She kept him because she admitted she didn't have clarity and felt a connection. Yep. Jed is different because he's still dating his girlfriend when on the show. Yep, Gerald. Welcome to the Jabby party. Heather, let's give a toast. Said Jed has a girlfriend. What? Danielle. And Luke was the best kisser. Didn't mean to put said. LOL. Jed has a girlfriend. What? Yes, Danielle. So there was a lot of things that came out in the news that Jed came on the show. If you go to ET is one of the bigger sources for Bachelor news, and I think People broke the story as well. This girl came out and said that she was his girlfriend all the way up until before he left for filming. He basically told her he was going on the show to promote his music career, and that he was not going to go on there to win, and that when he came back he would reach out to her and they would get back into a relationship, but he needed to do this to further his music career. So he basically conspired with the girlfriend, and the girlfriend was in on it and was like, okay, cool, you can go be on the show because you told me it's just harmless, going for your music, nothing serious. Come to find out, the girlfriend never heard from him after filming stopped, so she started to spill the beans. And that's the tea. Jed should have gone on American Idol, but he wouldn't even meet the judges because he would have broke his vocal cords by the lack of music. Oh my God. I love when y'all drag his singing. Because he can't sing worth a damn. Oh my God. While Donna is really advocating for Luke, he did love her and showed it, but his personality is just crusty old manipulative mop. Jed is clout chasing. Colton, the last bachelor, said that Luke was acting like men act in the real world by fighting for a woman. At least he is honest. What did I tell y'all? Oh, is Demi bi? Yes, it appears so. Do you think to some extent Luke P was a bit misunderstood or his words were twisted? No, I don't think he was misunderstood. I think the only place he was misunderstood was that he thought that it would be okay once his opinion wasn't received how he thought it would be received to backtrack. That's where he was misunderstood. Besides that, I think he meant every single thing he said. I think that he had certain standards and certain values that he was not willing to compromise on, and I don't think there's an issue with that. I think the problem comes when you think that you are not going to have to stand by what you say and that people heard it wrong or interpreted it wrong. No, you said it like that because you meant it like that, and you have to stand by that. Period. You cannot put a very controversial opinion out there and think, oh my God, I didn't mean it like that, or you're hearing it wrong. No, stand by what you feel. Like, you have to, unless it makes it look like you're just kind of like, I don't know, just a weirdo, flaky person. Like, that's your opinion, stick to it. Who got sent home at the rose ceremony, if there was one? There wasn't technically a rose ceremony, but Luke P got sent home. Luke twisted his own words. If you experience an earthquake, Abie, you know it's Jed's quaking singing voice, and his voice might break the Santa tree as well. Y'all play too. Y'all play way too much. Oh my gosh. Wow. Yeah, Danielle, it's a lot of tea. Check out, if you watch Roses and Rose or any of that, I would check out ET. They had a video on it. Can we move on from Luke and on to Tyler? I never got to say how fine he is. Like, oh boy, ain't he though? Ain't he just, bless. So fine. Sometimes I look at his pictures like, you are so fine. That's why I'm like, I don't believe this. I'm skeptical as well, because it's like, you know what you possess, okay? Don't act like you don't. Like, with your fine ass and whatnot. Anything, huh, Anna? Anything. Luke P really aggravates me the way he talks with his eyebrows. This is the face he always does. Like, perpetual confused. Like, you just said that shit and now you looking confused. Like, what? That's exactly how he looks. Tyler poses like a person who knows he looks good. Also, he's a charity guy. My goodness, I'm sweating. I'm telling you, Tyler has been playing all the cards right, and I can't be mad at him. Play on, player. Game recognizes game. Play on. Why are you talking? Put you up in here, window to the wall. You play too much. Y'all play way too much. Yeah. Yes. True. Luke looks like Sully from Monsters Inc. and Megamind at the same time, but at least Megamind is redeemable. I'm so I'm so done with y'all, Gerald. You just keep me rolling. I can't. Oh my gosh. All right, y'all. This has been real. It's been so real. I appreciate the support and the love and for coming through on my first live stream in like a good month. I apologize. But I appreciate the support. You already know what you got to do. If you haven't already, like this video, subscribe. And if you want to check up on me and see if I'm live streaming or anything, I try to post in my community tab on my page. So you can go on my page and look in the community tab, or usually hopefully it comes up in your feed. So yeah, and if you're looking for me on social media, it's at Princess Abissayo. That's at Princess Abissayo on Twitter and Instagram. If you didn't get that, it's also in the banner of my channel, so you can find my Twitter and Instagram handle there. What else? To make sure that you check up and see what's popping on the channel. I'm gonna try my best. But yeah, this was a good fun night. I love you all back. I love you all back. Thanks for tuning in tonight, Army. I don't know what they would call me, the captain. Ow. Have a good Monday, y'all. Bye.